Okay, let me go through everything here. We have our Destiny relaxing chill music. Perfect. Looks like this is going well. This is up, this is up. Awesome, everything is up. Okay. I think we're up. Perfect. Whew. Okay. This is going to be a relaxing stream. I've got some espresso. I made myself a little latte. And I'm going to paint some marines, do some drip. I went really hard today off stream on just like doing the hard weekly, recording, all that stuff. So I'm gonna relax a little bit. Turn down my Destiny music. There you go. Okay. Keep monitoring that. Alright, so my goal tonight is, as always, to create a couple of thematic type armor sets and colors. We have a good amount. So, for example, like with the tack here. So I've got a double, like, heavy bolt rifle or heavy bolter build. And this setup lends very well to Imperial Fists because they love some heavy bolters. Big guns, big firepower. So this kind of look is we're kind of going for like some lore accuracy and of course for really cool armor. So very, very fitting. I think I'm really proud of this one. A lot of people helped me put it together. Good coffee. But I do want to create another tactical. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do a double plasma build. And this is going to be a nuke build. So we're actually going to go vital data and then precise calibration, concentrated fire with radiating impact, prestige perks unchanged. And then for this one, so we're going to do another armor set. And because this is going to be double plasma, we're going to do First Legion here. We're going to do Dark Angels. Because Dark Angels, because of like them being the First Legion, being one of the oldest legions, they have a lot of ancient weaponry. And a lot of what that ancient weaponry translates to is plasma weaponry. So let's go ahead and just put on the typical color scheme, but we'll change it here in a second for something more fitting. Hey, what's up, Genzuki? And let's look at what we have for Dark Angel stuff. I also probably have to open up a reference, like on my phone or something, just to make sure that everything we put in is going to be as accurate as possible. And then we also have to choose one of the companies and everything. Here, let's just do it right here. So, Dark Angels. Companies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, a Raven Wing would be pretty cool. What's up, Donkus Maximus? I love it. So let's go with the Dark Angels shoulder pads for now. Just to see what they look like. So we got the champion shoulder pad, but then I believe we have a regular one too. Where is it at? It's Iron Hands. Corvus. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe you don't have a Dark Angels shoulder pad. Maybe you just have the chest piece. Yep, just the Dark Angels breastplate. Okay. Guys, I'm so freaking excited for 11th edition. That trailer, it's working its marketing magic on me because I want to buy a Warhammer army now more than ever. Ooh, the champion gear does look pretty legit. I am liking that. I just like the way that it looks with the shoulder pad. Obviously, they were made to be together. What about our shoulder over here? That looks cool. Never forget, never forgive. Ooh, I love that. Then what do we have for here? I think it's just the champion one. Yeah. Yep. These white robes do kind of give me an idea. We'll see if we can explore that. And then for our accessory. Oh shit, you could equip those. Oh, Space Wolf or Salamanders? Okay. Imperial Fist, Raven Guard, Blood Angels, Ultramarines. These are very cool. None of these match our hood, though, unfortunately. Unless we could change the color of, like, the Space Wolf champion, kind of like loincloth thing here. But we'll see if we could make it work. We could do an Iron Halo. I'm going to avoid it for now. I don't want to make this look too complex. But let me go through here real quickly, see if there are any Dark Angels legs. It doesn't look like it. Probably put the bird on though, to be honest. We're going to be very bird themed here. How many points is this? Oh, 300. Holy shit. I could do siege mode really quickly and get that. But I think we're good. There is a Dark Angel champion leg. Which one is it? Is it just the skull? It is. That's pretty lame. Well, can we incorporate this? We can. I think I might make the, I might change the color of our Aquila to something a bit more bony. Okay. Question, how do I get a good pair of robes? Hey, what's up, Lord Darkrow? I'm doing awesome, dude. Right now I am just doing a little bit of fashion here. Going through some Dark Angel heraldry at the moment to set up a good tactical build. I don't know if we could do robes for tactical, though. I think that's impossible. Yeah, the 11th edition trailer was fire. I'm a tabletop enjoyer in that I watch a lot of tabletop, but I don't actually like play a lot of it. But it honestly is like pushing me to like maybe getting into tabletop, because that shit was so fucking cool, dude. You're missing Tau. But you know, it is what it is. Also missing Votan. The old kin. As much as I want a double plasma Dark Angels themed kind of like setup, I don't know if you can actually make like a really cool look without the robe. You could obviously make one for Bulwark, and we're gonna explore it for Bulwark in 1 second here. But for tactical, I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. I might have to revisit this. What other Space Marine chapter is like loaded with war gear, like has tons of plasma stuff, like in the lore, in the what Imperium chapter has as many plasma goodies as Dark Angels? And I know that the Space Marine 2 devs, what they did was, for their Imperial Fist champion, it was a plasma incinerator skin. But this is far from accurate. The Imperial Fist could not give a fuck about plasma weaponry. They use them, obviously, but they like their heavy bolters. Oh, apparently Iron Hands will field some pretty heavy firepower. So they use a lot of plasma. Though I'm gonna make an Iron Hand Tech Marine, which is gonna be pretty straightforward. But we could do it for tactical as well. That may not be a bad idea. Because you have a couple of goodies here. The first being the helmet. Yeah, this is coming together. So, where is this? Is it on the bottom? No helmet would be good. Also, guys, tonight we are listening to some Destiny music in honor of the death of Destiny 2. Let's do I always like the Mark 10 Imperial Fist with like the kind of bionic eye, or like cybernetic eye. I feel like that's always like a good Iron Hands setup. And then this shoulder is very easy because we either do this or we do this. Both are cool. We'll weigh them. This one's chains. Nice. Oh, you finished Bolt Gun, Demon? Yeah, Demon. It's a pretty fun game, dude. It's a pretty good game. I did Bolt Gun a long time ago, and it was one of those like drink a bunch of beers and just enjoy the game kind of weekends for me. I should do it on stream sometime. Maybe later during the summer when there's kind of like a lull in Space Marine 2 and Dark Tide stuff, but right now there's a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of work to be done. So Iron Hands heraldry. I can't imagine that there's gonna be too much Iron Hands heraldry out there, primarily because They are not, like, meh. They're not one of the main ones, you know? Ooh, I do like the way the lieutenant looks, and the captain. Those look pretty fucking cool. If, the only issue, unless they've fixed it, is that if you equip the... where is it? Oh, you can't even equip it for tactical. That is so funny, dude. They don't even have it available for tactical. They only have it available for friggin' Vanguard and Sniper for some reason. Because it's like a Phobos shoulder pad. But you can't equip the Captain shoulder pad for friggin' for tactical. That's stupid. Okay, well, we're gonna have to work with this then. Okay, well, let's do... We're going to do second company, if I can. So let's go ahead and just grab it. We're going to go over to heraldry. Whoops. Start these chapters. We're going to go to Iron Hands. Let's go and delete that. Iron Hands over here. First things first is... Is this red pronounced enough? It is, okay. Just checking, just making sure. Yeah, I'm probably going to be playing some Darktide tomorrow, actually. After I do my video editing that I need to do for the day, I'm going to hop on. I've been feeling like playing it for a while. So Iron on Black and everything. That's accurate. What we really want is this. So we want our double gears right here. Clan Garnak, second company. And the reason why we do that is because I don't want to go through the hassle of making like a first company veteran or anything like that. And then there, we gotta switch our gear up now. So this is Iron Hands Champion. Is there an Iron Hands, like a regular Iron Hands chest? It doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't appear to be one, so we'll put the Champion one on for now. This does actually look pretty cool. I do like this. I do like this. No back, huh? Interesting, interesting. Do regular back for now. This looks fucking dope though, right? Like, this looks really cool. And I'm sure it's gonna get cooler because we're about to get like robot freaking parts. Yeah, so Iron Hands Champion. About to get freaking robot feet. Yup. Do we do both? Both robotics? I think we do. It just looks cool. We are certainly not an Ultramarines Victrix Honor Guard, that's for sure. Oh, dude, this is just so cool. Okay, this is really cool. I like this. I like this a lot. Wow. Wow, dude. Dude, this is awesome. This is awesome. Get rid of the gauntlet rules. Don't need that. Okay, so we need to add... So for our legs, we need to do some emblems here. This we need a squadron marker. So let's just do second squad of the second company. Cool. And then they are... Let's see if we could add this. So their battle line. And it needs to be the opposite. So white here, nothing here. Boom. There it is. We got our Iron Hands. Second Company, Second Squadron, Battle Line, Tactical. Dude, he looks fucking cool. And this is our double plasma guy. Dude, this is awesome. This is really awesome. I love this. I don't think it needs an Iron Halo, to be honest. I think it might benefit one or from one. It might be really cool. Here, let's see. So oh my gosh. So maybe just this. Sometimes the purity seals just are too much for me, but that's fine. War gear. So do Iron Hands, do they wear like chainmail and stuff? Oh wait, I could do the here it is. Yes, dude. Oh my gosh. That looks fucking beautiful. Hey, Quebec 2, I am enjoying the White Scars blockchain sword. It's basically equipped on like all my characters have a White Scars blockchain sword setup. Except for my Borg for now, but I honestly might change it. Because it's so good. It's so freaking good. Yeah, Tactical has it. Dude, it's phenomenal. Dude, this looks fucking amazing. I need to get the Hero Plasma Pistol, and this is what I think the build is going to be built around. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the pack. I'm just not the biggest fan of the double of the really big purity seals. Yeah, I'm just going to do a regular pack. And then we'll do... Yeah, it is like the good old days of the Artificer Chainsword, dude. It's so crazy because Space Marine 2 has so many new players. They don't know. They don't know what I'm talking about whenever I talk about the old Artificer Block Chainsword. They have no clue. I'm like, yeah, dude, like in the past, we used a fucking, epic quality chainsword, the Artificer Chainsword, instead of just using the Relic one. And then I show them chain skipping and all that stuff, and they're like, "What the heck are you doing? You're blowing my mind right now." Maybe a conventional Iron Halo? No, I think this works without the Iron Halo. I think it works without the Iron Halo, and this is a beautiful Marine right here with a fantastic thematic build. Dude, I love this. So I've got my fists. Here it is. Oh, I'm going to show you. So I've got my fists. It's a beautiful boy right there. And he's got heavy bolters with his chainsword. We've got our Iron Hands with his double plasma. And hey, you know what? Oh, they can't use Power Axe. No, dude, no. That would be the only thing that would make this better, is if he could use Power Axe. Oh, man. Oh, well, it still looks really good. And then for our last one, it's Pyroblast Plasma Pistol, which really the only chapter that comes to my mind is Salamanders. So I feel like I need to... I'm obligated to make a salamander now. Because Pyroblaster, right? Of course. Of course. So salamander. This is going to be build 3. And their armor comes together very easily in Space Marine 2. Because they have some armor pieces. The salamander shoulder. Here it is. Ooh, I could do Deathwatch, yeah. I'll do, I'm gonna choose one of my builds, and I'm gonna make that Deathwatch. I might do it when I get to Heavy, or Bulwark, because they tend to have, like, an overabundance of war gear. Like, the Heavy has some of the best war gear in Space Marine 2, or just in 40k in general, if you think about it, because they have the Iron Halo. Like, that's crazy. Same for Bulwark. Like, Bulwark with a Xenophase blade, that's an amazing Deathwatch build. Okay, so let's go back to this. So, helmet. The salamander helmets are weird, but they are accurate. They are accurate. Where are they? A little freaking duck face. And the chest piece. I actually don't think the salamanders have a chest piece. They added the shoulders, the helmets, and the Iron Halo torches, and that's it. Dude, that's it. Yeah. I'm definitely going to do a salamander heavy, for sure. Yeah, Tactical does have the Halo now. They do. This may just have to be something like the Relic Guard. Let me look up the Salamander's heraldry. So because the shoulder is green, we're kind of limited to 4th company, which is fine. And it's on our shoulder anyways. It's there. So it makes sense. Hey, good morning, Inquisitor. Inquisitor, I gave my brother that book recommendation for Iron Hands. He's going to read it while he's sailing for the next 2 weeks. He's interested. He's interested to see if there's a good Iron Hands book out there. We could do the Salamander's Champion Cape, but I will settle for at least the loincloth here. We'll see where this leads me. I'm interested to see where this takes us. Yeah, I think I will do the cape, actually. Can we do both? Can we do cape and? Oh no, do we have to choose? Oh boy. Because if we have to choose, I would rather do the Dragon Scale loincloth with our torch right here. But let's look at our legs first. Let's see what we got. Okay. And we don't have any Salamander's legs, if I recall correctly. Which means we're going to go with our Death or Glory, which is, this is one of the coolest leg pieces in the game. And we got it for free, which is phenomenal. And it doesn't look like there are any... We have, like, no purity seals. Got the Mark 10 Tacticus. Do like some tech gadgetry on my tactical. Okay, so this leaves us with, like, what do we want the chess piece to be? Do we want kind of a normal Astartes chess piece? Just the classic Mark 10 Tacticus? Do we want the pristine Aquila? Can we do the Salamander's champion plate yet? Or did they not port that over from Phobos? It doesn't look like they did. We got a Space Wolf's breastplate, but not a Salamander's one. Because that's the regular Space Wolf one, it's not the champion. This would be perfect because of the chain on the shoulder pad, but the Ultramarine symbol ruins it. It's kind of annoying. Hey, what's up, Pancake of Wisdom? We're doing some painting here, some Drip Marine 2. The other idea would be to use the Relic Guard, and instead of using the Salamander shoulder, we use something like, where is it? Something like the Honorific. Did they take the Ultramarine symbol off the Crux Terminatus? No, they didn't. Fuck them. Okay, well, something like the Honorific, which is also green, by the way. That's pretty nice. And we've got the rope right here as well. So this would be a very decorated 4th Company Battle Brother. Very decorated. Can you use the Carcharodon chess piece on Tactical? Oh, what a good call. What a good call, Quebec. That's fucking phenomenal. That looks perfect. Holy shit, thanks, dude. That looks amazing. Oh my gosh, yeah. Dude, this is it. Honestly. Let's see if we can make this look a bit more intimidating too. So yeah, let's get the we got the chain right there, our weapon chain. Dude, this is perfect. Yeah, then maybe we just give him a bionic hand for his left hand instead of the right. Dude, that's fucking dope. This looks good. This looks real good. And then we're gonna keep, because he has no purity seals, we're just gonna keep it like this. Dude, this is a beautiful boy. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Very thematic. This guy hunts dragons. Straight up. Okay, so let's see if it is any easier to... If I get rid of this, what does it turn into? It turns into that. Okay. Okay, well, let's go back. Remove that. go. Have it do it for me again. So the color they use is just yellow. Interesting. Oh, Thor, is there a salamander backpack? Holy shit. That'll complete it for sure. There it is. Yep. Easy. Easy catch. Thank you. Perfection. So now we got to see what... two things. One, do we need knee markers? And what knee markers do we need? Looks like it's just squad numbers. It's going to be black and then... I'm going to match the... So here. The pattern, we're going to do flames. Pattern flames. There we go. There are 2 salamanders backpacks? What? Space Wolves. Oh, yeah, because you have the champion. Well, we already have the dragon here, so maybe we just go with the champion? I do like that. I do like that. Yeah, so technically, this would be like this. So, this is going to be... It's like, let's say they're in first squad. We're just going to make them fourth squad because we're... fourth company, so 444. This would be green. And then this would be black, like this. Technically. I almost want to say screw this and put a big skull right here. Because we're so terrifying looking. Just pop some more skulls up. And then is Averland Sunset the color for this? You have just orange. Zambezi Desert's just a little darker. Flame Skull decal. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, we could do that. I do like that. What does that symbolize, though? Like, what you know, what squadron is this Marine in? Or is this just flavor? I mean, we're pretty accurate with our shoulder pad, and this over here, our trim and everything for being fourth company. So I'm content with that. No problem there. Even though I'm pretty sure you could change the color of this. Yeah, you could. So we could be first or second company if I wanted to. Though we'll stick with fourth. We'll stick with fourth. It could be a campaign badge. One thing I'm not digging is the fire on the legs. So on our left leg here, it clearly goes up into the knee pad, but on the right leg, it gets stopped by the other paint. It's almost tempting to just do this. So just get rid of this, basically. Get rid of the emblem. And pop like a skull on there or something. So, like, use like the... like this, right? Like the Mark X Tacticus. Right here. Do something like this. Oh, but that blocks it too. Whoa, some of these do look really cool. Imperialis, yep. Oh, the Milwaukee Hero bonding studs, dude. They did look fucking really cool. I mean, I could always just leave it. So, like, do this. And then just leave it. Oh, I'm not sure if it would be a Pyroguard. And then for this one, I really still like this. Or I do plain. Or I just do plain. And I just leave it like this. That's not bad looking. Yeah, I saw the paint on the mechanical leg too. That looked pretty fucking cool. My question right now, so we go over to our chapters and they don't do, oh, they do the Liberator Gold trim. They do it. But the trim for this is Warpstone Glow. Interesting, okay. Well, we are 4th company, so that would make sense. Oh, but they're all green. All of them have the green trim. And then something like Liberator Gold for everything else. What if you made the background of the Fire Skull green? So if we do Fire Skull, and then remove this. Oh, it works, but it removes the skull. Apparently that's part of... Oh, no, it doesn't work. You see it's still kind of cut off. Is that just how it is for any? It's like even if I do like this straight line right here. Nope. That's... Wait, hold on. What if you do this? So what if you do the Fire Skull and you do the opposite? So you make this green? Okay, well there it is. I mean, it just hides it. It's just hiding it. That's kind of the issue. Because this is just a little bit of flame. Another thing we could do is... not on both legs, just one leg. And so on this we would have the skull. Here, our pattern's this, so that we don't... There we go. Perfect. And then... on that leg, we would do our Death or Glory, you know, blah, 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 Aquila. This works pretty well. And then if we want that to be pronounced, we would just do a regular kind of bare bones leg. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. I like this. I really like this. Though I think I will do a little bit of ornamentation. We will go with the either the death or glory. That's a no-go. Yeah, I like this. Okay. This is a good-looking boy, dude. Man, the Carcharodon's chest piece was such a good catch. Such a good catch. For the Pyroblaster itself, is there a cooler skin? I don't think there is. Just the Salvation of Baka. We don't have to worry about that too much. Dude, yeah, this looks so good. Alright, our tacticals are looking good, man. So we got our Imperial Fist, double heavy bolter build. Then we have our Iron Hands, double plasma build. And then we've got our Salamander Flamer build. Beautiful, beautiful. And then of course we've got our classic, the #1, just Blood Ravens, who steal all of the war gear and do all the loadouts. Oh, you got off, Zillion? Dude, I was on, Zillion, I was technically on all day. So earlier this morning, I made it my mission to solo the weekly hard stratagem. Like, I just got in there, I tried like every possible class to try to get it done. And I ended up doing it with the sniper. With this build, actually. This build right here. Hey, what's up, Norman? Dude. So I used the block knife, but I also got really close with this. And the Argent Edge, one of the reasons why it's so good is not just because of Scathing Retort, the weapon perk, but also because this fat fucking 18 strength right here. It only takes 2 seconds of charging Shadow Stab from Invis with Tactical Ambush, Adaptability, and Melee Mastery to reach the damage cap for the knife. It's insane. It does so much damage so efficiently. So you don't need to use the block knife. You can just use freaking Argent Edge. But I did end up doing it with block knife because juggling and crowd controlling 2 Hellbrutes at once with a block weapon is a viable strat. That's basically how I did it. I'll have the footage just B-roll in a future video. Hopefully, when FTG is done farming, I want to talk about the game's difficulty at some point. Do a little collab action. But yeah, did it with Sniper. So, okay, man, Norman, I got to show you this because I think you'll love these. So we got our Imperial Fists, Heavy Bolter tactical setup. Beautiful, beautiful boy. There's a sergeant. Then we've got our Iron Hands double plasma setup. Immaculate, lore accurate, Chad for the Omnissiah. And then for our Flamer Salamander setup, there it is, dude. The Carcharodon's chest piece and the Salamander's Champion loincloth here really make this. It looks so nice. Okay. Back to the Ravens. Back to the Ravens. Just a regular Space Marine. You can't get You can't paint your Iron Hands gauntlet. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, so Assault. This one seems pretty easy to me. So, for number 1, I think this should be... So we got the Power Fist and Heavy Bolt Pistol. The reason why I have this set up this way is because this is a pretty meta setup, but we can definitely change this up, so it doesn't have to be this. Let's do the Thunder Hammer, Block Thunder Hammer, because this is like classic. You're shocked I'm making non-Blood Ravens. I gotta do it for the variety. It keeps things interesting. And plus, I like other Space Marine chapters. I don't hate everyone. The only chapter that I hate is like the Lamenters, because they suck. Or the Mantis Warriors, because they suck. Okay, so what chapter is most well known for using a Thunderhammer? What boys we got? What boys we got? Oh, Salamanders. Huh. Salamanders use Thunderhammers the most. That's interesting. That's interesting. Because they're blacksmiths. I guess that kind of checks. I mean, you could do a Thunderhammer assault. Oh, we did a Blood Angels one previously. Interesting. We're going to delete that. And we're going to do... Yeah, but a Jump Pack Salamander. So Space Wolves do have the Thunderhammer skin. But I got to remind you guys that Saber made a plasma skin for the Imperial Fists for no reason. Like, the Imperial Fists do not give a fuck about plasma weaponry. They just like heavy bolter action. That's why this exists. Like, this is perfect for the Imperial Fists. And it also looks really cool in game. But yeah. But Space Wolves are a very melee-heavy army, so it makes sense. It makes sense that they would have a couple Thunderhammers in there. So I already know I'm going to do a Space Wolf setup for Vanguard. And probably Sniper. So for Assault, I could do Imperial Fist, yeah. But I'm thinking I'm going to do an Imperial Fist for Heavy. Okay. So let's talk about, because I'm trying to do 3, right? I'm trying to do 3 thematic builds for every character. Get some water real quick. So for the tactical, we've got Imperial Fists, we've got, excuse me, Iron Hands, and we have Salamanders. For the Bulwark, you know, everybody knows we're gonna do freaking Dark Angels. Everybody knows we're gonna do Black Templar. So 2 of the 3 are already dedicated to chapters for Bulwark. For the Sniper, we have to do Raven Guard. We have to do the Raptors. And the Raptors, you know, it... Oh, hey, Joey, thank you for the Prime sub over on Twitch, dude. I appreciate it. By the way, guys, quick plug. I am streaming on Twitch. There are drops. If, for whatever reason, you still haven't gotten the Space Marine 2 drops, you can go earn them on the Twitch side. Quick plug. But other than that, for Sniper, so for those are the 2 of the 3. The third, I might just meme and make like an Alpha Legionnaire. That would be really funny. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. You can do, because I've seen it. I've seen it in game. You can do a Night Lord assault. I've seen it, dude. I've seen it in game. So you do... Oh, man. Dude, it's actually a really beautiful look, too. You do the Carcharodons. But I would need to spend accolades on these, which would require 300, which I could get. I could get. But you could do a freaking Night Lord's assault. But we'll stay away from the heretic stuff for now. And for assault, I think we have to do Blood Angels. We have to. Blood Angels is like a must. I think Blood Angels and Raven Guard are a must, which means that the last thing that we would have to plan is where the heck do we stick our White Scars? Because I feel like for White Scars, the only people we could do them with are Assault and Vanguard. Hell, the White Scars champion is Assault, right? Yeah, I feel like Vanguard's the best fit. So for this, just because of Thunderhammer... Well, we could do a Thunderhammer Bulwark build. But to have 3 Salamanders in my lineup? I don't know if I want to have 3. Just the attack and the heavy are good enough for me. We'll try to do a Space Wolf with a Thunderhammer. We'll go with the skin. You guys win. We'll go with the skin. So, I think technically, for our helmet, we'd probably want to go with the Wolf Guard. Let me see what Wolf Guard typically use. Oh, they're like Sternyard veterans. Oh, they do use power axes and stuff. They're like Terminators, right? So the issue is that we don't have a Space Wolf Crux Terminatus. That's funny. One of the minis is actually with a Thunderhammer, so this would actually be very, very fitting. Oh, but we gotta get the Crusade Ancient too, dude. We could go no helmet. That is true. This is literally like the character we could do that on. This would technically be the most lore accurate thing. This would actually be the most lore accurate thing because it's the actual freaking Space Wolf helmet too, or this one right here, the Space Wolf unhelmed right here. This would be the most lore accurate thing technically. No helmet. I'm glad they gave these to us for free, because the quality was not there. Hey, welcome, Taryn. Yeah, I think for Assault it makes sense. Though for our Blood Angel, we're probably going to do a Sergeant or something, and that's definitely going to have a helmet. Either Sergeant or Death Company. Might have to do both somehow. Okay. So, Space Wolf Heraldry always fucking confuses me. So, we're going to equip just the conventional right here. Real quick. Because I do not own a Space Wolf Codex. Space Wolf Heraldry. Space Wolf Heraldry. Okay. So this would be Blackmane's, technically. So this is basically kind of like the first company. And red and black, indicating a battle line unit, are emblazoned on the pauldrons of the Grey Hunters and Intercessors. But if I'm a Skyclaw, if this character is a Skyclaw, then it should technically be red and yellow markings for Skyclaw. What about the veterans, though? What about the Wolfguard? The Wolfguard just have the Crux Terminatus. Okay, so it's probably going to get covered. Let me look at the shoulders. Yeah, it's probably just going to get covered here. By this. Or by this. That is cool. That is really fucking cool. Is there no Space Wolf shoulder for the other side? Hello? I guess not. What? There are Wolfguard decals. Perfect. I'm seeing the, I'm seeing what you're supposed to paint on the knee pad, at the very least. So that's good. This one, we've got a Space Wolf chest piece. Do you have gloves? Active champion. Rule of cool no matter what. Rule of cool matters. Who cares about lore accuracy? I care about lore accuracy. Yeah, Guy Gardner, R.I.P. Destiny. This is our homage to Destiny, the music that we're listening to. The Space Wolf shoulder is the one without the trim from the guy with the grappling hook. Oh, from the Vanguard? Oh, so because it's Phobos armor, we probably can't set it up on the Assault. Only Phobos armor, yeah, okay. That's okay. That's alright. For these, I don't really like these accessories on the jump packs. They look kind of silly. And then a cape on Assault does not make any sense. I feel like that thing would get burned up. That's really weird. Maybe for the Blood Angels champion. Jump pack. Bones? The bones of our enemies? Of course. We're a Space Wolf. Dogs like bones. And then... So this I kind of want to just leave as is. I don't really want to change this at all. Like, I like this shoulder pad. I think it works. These are also fine. And then this can be the grenades. I love that. With our actual... This right here. The Wolfid marking. Oh yeah, there it is. And then this is going to be... I think it's Averland Sunset? What is this color? It is Averland Sunset. With black. There it is. Nice, dude. Nice. This is actually a good-looking assault. This might be my favorite assault ever. I like the, as we get more armor pieces and colors, like, it's working better and better. Oh, you know what? There's one finishing touch we could add to this. I'm gonna see if I can make this just the Space Wolf color, so... The thing. Yeah. Just remove that entirely. Just cover it up. And get rid of the battle line icon. There you go. There it is. Dude, I like this. Yeah. I love this. This is something... This is a mini that I would have on the tabletop. Hell yeah, dude. And I feel like it's as close to lore accurate as we can get for the assault as well. And it's a good build. This is a really good build. This is a conventional... Block Thunderhammer build. This will carry teams, destroy Mutalith Vortex Beasts, and other Terminus enemies. Excuse me. Okay. Next, though. So we're gonna get into the Blood Angels with our Block Power Axe. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually really hate the Heroic Heavy Bolt Pistol. Okay, so with a Block Power Axe, we can actually just use the default skin, which is the Encarmine Axe. And you can see there's the Blood Raven, or not Blood Raven, Blood Angel symbol. Okay. So do this. Just gonna pop on this helmet for now. Chapters. Create our second pattern. Actually, do that. Oh, things are taking their time to load. Do that. I don't like the Heroic Bolt Pistol, Zillion. Mostly, and I was experiencing this today, the -2 accuracy is actually a really big deal. I do not like it. It makes me miss a lot of headshots. Because whenever I'm using the Heavy Bolt Pistol, I specifically use it to, like, clear Minor's enemies. And that's really it. Or to heal up contested HP. Because, dude, if you test the DPS out in the Battle Simulator, the DPS of any of these, whether it's the Heroic or whatever you're doing with whatever perks, is pitiful. Secondary weapons are just that. They're just secondary weapons. Okay, but so I've got a secret. I'm not the biggest fan of the regular freaking... Oh, not just hipfire. It's really uncontrollable even with ADS. So I'm not the biggest fan of the conventional Blood Angels heraldry. Where's the champion? Oh yeah, the champion's tactical. I can't believe they did that. That's so weird. Well, we're not going to switch over to it. We're going to do this. And we're going to find the gear and the colors. Because it definitely looks really freaking cool. There you go. Get the boy equipped. Where's it at? Everything's taking its time loading. Here it is. This is the Dante, you know. Okay, Sanguinary Guard. So they are going to be gold. We are going to have these right here. There we go. And for this one, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically just the champion. This is going to be super easy. Champion, champion, champion. Champion. And then you don't have any heraldry or markings to worry about. It's really basically just... Oh, wait. My chess piece to... This is one of my favorite Orbit soundtracks from Destiny 2. There it is, Blood Damage Champion. You got your blood. Nice. Okay, so just delete these custom rules and just find the gold we want to use. You're basically done. Like, this is basically it. Yeah, this is literally it. Unless we want to use a different color gold. What do you guys think? Yeah, Zillion, just pop it in the Discord, dude. And I'll take a peek at it. Every time I hear Destiny 2, my heart hurts. Yeah, same. Same. Let me look at some of the other golds here. Just some yellows. There's one. Where's Balthazar gold? Is that a primary color? I don't think it is. Whoa, Corn Red looks really cool. Screaming Bell. Auric Armor Gold is kind of a brighter one. That's cool. And then Valdor Gold. Whoa, that's shiny. That's shiny. Liberator Gold is like the most actual gold, though, in my opinion. So I think we're going to stick with it. Can you have an all-black Sanguinary Guard? Is that accurate? I think that Space Marine 3, guys, is gonna have crazy customization. Like I'm already seeing them open everything up, and I think we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the point where it's like, hey, do you want to just move this little blood decal wherever you want on the chest piece? Sure, you could do that. Like, I could see it happening. It's gonna be a minis painter's paradise. And then the other, so the other thing for the Sanguinary Guard, right, is... Oh, yeah, what we could do, if you really wanted to, is you could do helmetless. You could do... Where is it? The sexy boy. If you really wanted to, this should be fine. Though I'm looking at all the minis right now. Oh yeah, some of them have their helmet off. So this would be a way you could do it. I might do this because I'm going to have a Death Watch Blood Angels. It's probably going to be Vanguard. Yeah, we could do the Blood Angel voice. And then for this... Nice, actually. Nice. I'm content with that. I'm very content with that. The Aralim, they are the chapter's honor guard. They use all black. Let me look that up. The Aralim. Oh, wow, yeah. They look pretty intense. They look pretty freaking intense. Whoa. Huh. Are these guys still active in the setting, Mr. Ink? Because they're fucking cool. They're pretty fucking cool. Interesting. But yeah, we've got our Encarmine Axe. And then for our last one, we of course have to do a Raven Guard. We have to. We gotta. Here's the champion. This is what they look like. Custom armor set not available. Thanks. Okay. They're still active. Okay, okay. Yeah, you probably could, Dingus. You probably could make a Celestial line with the helmetless Space Wolf. So for this, we're going to have to kind of go in-depth on the customization. So we, of course, want a Corvus. The Raven Guard Champion is the best-looking Corvus helmet. And then let's just kind of go piece by piece here. So here's the champion shoulder. I'm going to equip the champion stuff, and then I'm going to see if it's what we want to use at the end. Because we do have other Raven Guard options. We're not locked to the champion stuff. Don't care about the accessories. For the war gear, give me that cloak. Yeah, welcome, Dingus. Welcome. Welcome to the Destiny 2 In Memoriam stream. Okay, so they use studs. Very cool. Okay. So this is basically all of the Raven Guard champion stuff. Looks like they do white helmet, white arms. It's going to depend entirely on what we want to make. Looking at the chapter master right now. Gosh, he looks freaking badass. He actually doesn't, he actually uses a, this. He actually goes with this. So the model on the helmet is more closely related to the Corvus Veteran because he has the bionic eye. I do like me the Champion's Head, but yeah, the Corvus Veteran looks pretty neat. It really depends on the rest of the gear that we choose for everything else. Steven, I am doing specific chapters. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to match chapters up with different builds. So just as a good example, for our tactical lineup, we've got a double heavy bolter Imperial Fist Sergeant. Very, very iconic. We've got a double plasma Iron Hands build. And then we've got a Flamer Salamander build. Right. And then for Assault so far, we've got a T-Hammer Space Wolf build. Very sexy. We've got your classic Sanguinary Guard with the Encarmine Power Axe. This was the easiest one we've set up so far. And now we're off to our Raven Guard with the White Scars Chainsword, which is phenomenal. So yeah, we don't have any claws, but we're going to make it work. Gonna make it work. Okay, so for this, it's a little different from the conventional Raven Guard setup because we need to do white trim pauldrons. So everything is going to need to change here, actually. Gloves, the helmet, and then those are among the first. But this has to be... Let's see if they have a different color for it. No, it basically has to be White Scar. Yep. Same for the gloves. White Scar. There we go. And then I'm going to look through some of these because we have another Raven Guard shoulder, right? So we have this one. We have the Corvus. It's on the other side. It's the, it's this one. It's the Mark 6 Corvus. But we want to use this shoulder, which I believe is just the Corvus covered with feathers. And then do I just want to use the Mark 6 Corvus on this side? And then put the Raven Guard icon on there? I could do that. What does that mean for our chest piece? So there's the champion. But isn't there a Raven Guard chess piece? If I remember correctly, it was much simpler. Here it is. Honestly, I kind of like the regular Raven Guard chess piece. Because we can make the color... So we go over here. Make all of our trim white. Oh, does that not change the chest? Oh, it's because we have this. There it is. There it is. And then go back over here. Go with the more sophisticated. Boom. There it is. Okay. Very good. We gotta get our legs up. No emblem. Not available. What? Okay. Okay. Oh, let's see it. Let's see it, Zillion. Oh, I like it. This is Zillion's heavy Blood Angels support. I like it. I think this is a good getup. This shoulder pad on heavy just look really fucking cool. Nice. Good job. Yeah, it is simple. I like it. Good job, Zillion. You filthy console pleb. I feel like Kaven Shrike uses Phobos armor. Like, I'm looking at his mini right now. I feel like he uses Phobos armor. With an assault jump pack. It's weird. I mean, I don't really care when it comes to the next class. If it's Apothecary, Justiciar, Chaplain, I just want them to get closer and closer with their tech and with their gameplay mechanics to releasing Librarian. That's the true prize, guys. If Saber can actually create a Librarian for Space Marine 2 or for Space Marine 3, then they've finally broken out of their shell of just kind of reusing and rehashing old assets from their older video games. Kaven Shrike's armor is a combination of Phobos and Assault. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let me look at her shoulders again here, then. That's pretty over the top. Honestly, dude, I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging it. This is kind of fucking sexy. I think the main question is, so if I replace, like, this, for example. What This icon's bugged. The knee pad's missing. It's weird. So if we replace that with something like this, the grenades, classic. Is there a Raven Guard decal that we can put on our knee pad here? Because if there is, then this is done. This is perfect. Raven Wing. Raven Guard, please. Please, Raven Guard. Why? Fuck the Imperial Fist, dude. No one fucking likes them. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna be left out to fucking starve over here? No fucking way, dude. Saber, you can't do this to me. It was almost so perfect. Ugh. We have to use a regular fucking decal. A regular squadron decal. We're gonna do first squad. Because this guy looks like he would be a fucking veteran in first squad anyways. For the shoulder, can you do a trim? No, you can't. You can't. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Well, I don't think anybody... I fucking love the Imperial Fists. You fucking take that back. Yeah, it is crazy how many decals are missing for what... Like, it seems like it would be as easy as taking the asset for the conventional, like, Raven Guard decal and just making it smaller and then just slapping it on the knee. But what do I know, dude? I'm not a game designer. I think this is done, though, guys. I think this is actually really good. I don't know... Oh, yeah, there's a fucking Space Wolf chainsword. It's so weird to me. Oh, you could do a white one. Just a white... Yeah, Quarix white chainsword. But I think this applies to... Does it apply to all your fucking characters? It doesn't. Okay, so it's just... Oh, that provides a whole nother level of tryhardness here. Because I do also have the Quarix White Plasma Pistol. Well, that's going to look really cool in-game with the white chainsword. Oh, and yeah, and then we have the Raven Guard symbol on our back piece too, so. This is pretty fucking cool, dude. I don't think Raven Guard use white paint for their weapons. I'm looking right now. No, it's the regular stuff. There's some white decals to make it look cooler. So a more accurate look might be like... this, but instead of the yellow stripe, it would be a white stripe. But none of the other ones really do that. So we'll just use the double-edged relic. Because it's cool. Or we can go with plain. There's, maybe this. I think the key is trying to avoid as much gold as you possibly can. That's kind of what I'm seeing with a lot of their weaponry. So maybe we just do plain. Huh. Oh well. Still looks cool, though. Also very thematic. Apparently the Battery on my headset's not looking good. I'm gonna do something real quick. You guys let me know if the audio just cuts out. Yep, the audio just cuts out. Okay. Did it restore? There it is. Okay. That's fine. Okay, well that's all of our assaults then. I think we're good. Next is going to be Vanguard. Dude, how long have we been streaming? An hour and a half already? Holy crap. It's insane how long you can do Drip Marine stuff for. It's insane. So for these, a lot of these are kind of samey. Number 3, this is a meme build, dude. This is just straight up a meme build with Melta and Neo Volkite. This thing would never actually work. Ever. It just would not. You could do it, but dude, this thing would be so hard to play. So this is our Power Axe build. So this is going to be our Space Wolf setup. Maybe we make this our, because it's like a suicide build, maybe we make this our Death Company build. And then number 1 for Vanguard. What else could we do? White Scar, duh. So our serious build will be the White Scar build. And that's perfect because we're using the White Scar Chainsword. So there you go. Okay, let's do it. So let's get rid of our old Space Wolf set, since we got more Space Wolf stuff. And if we're doing a White Scar, let's apply their color first, their scheme. There it is. Just looking at the helmet options. Okay. Do we want to do the top knot or no? I fucking hate the top knot, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. We'll do no top knot. Here we go. We're gonna do the regular White Scars helmet. Carcharodons would be good for Vanguard. It would. Carcharodons would be good for Assault too. There's a White Scar skin for the Oculus? Oh shit, dude, there is. What the fuck? That looks really fucking cool. Is there one for the heavy bolt pistol? Nope. Huh. That's a good find. And then you do have a white heavy bolt pistol. Hey, there it is, dude. There it is. Right here. And then we just gotta edit the armor, of course. Okay, so White Scars. Heraldry. If I remember correctly, this is actually pretty easy. Because they follow the codex pretty closely. So if you want to do a veteran, So veteran, first company. Our right leg has to kind of be blank. But our left leg, we can do whatever we want with. What's your favorite deep cut / underappreciated Space Marine chapter? So they have a big fandom, but there isn't much lore on them. It's a toss-up, probably between the White Scars and the Raptors. I feel like the Raptors could have some really cool characters if they wrote more 40k novels around them. Same for the White Scars, though. There's not much actual White Scar stuff in current 40k. Their Horus Heresy stuff is amazing, though. It is so good. I recommend all the White Scars books for 40k. Or not 40k, 30k. Like, go read them if you haven't, because they're really fucking good. For this, I kind of want to do... We'll see what the... Do we have any White Scar gloves here for Phobos? I don't think we do. Yeah, I don't think we do. And they're pretty Codex compliant when it comes to armor, so... Let's do the weapon chain. That just makes sense. Yeah, the Raptors are basically the actual Marines of the setting. Exactly. The White Scar's breastplate, of course. Should be a shoulder. Yep, there it is. So we've got this pauldron and this pauldron. Let's see. I don't think there's a pauldron on this side for White Scars. For Phobos. No, there isn't. I kind of want to do this. Because the White Scars are very serious about the prospect of the hunt. And so I feel like a White Scar would adorn itself with Tyranid stuff. Like, I feel like this would be very appropriate. And then when it comes to our shoulder pad, so this I can get away, or get rid of. When it comes to our shoulder pad, for both of them, actually, so I need this. Well, that doesn't do anything, unfortunate. This, I make this red. Oh yeah, that's the sauce, dude. That's the fucking sauce. Mmm. Mmm. That's what I'm fucking talking about. We're gonna change the... Well, hold on, I can just do this. Oh, dude. Oh my god. That's really good. Dude. Holy shit. Holy peak. I don't even need to do all the rules. We just need a different pair of legs here. So this one is probably going to have to be plain, but this one... Fortunate that we don't have any White Scar stuff. We could do the Mark 10 Phobos. We don't really have purity seals anywhere else except for our back. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then for our war gear, can we just change this to nothing? Just the antenna? Maybe? Honestly? And then what do we got here? Cape's not necessary. Yeah, Israel, I think the White Scars would definitely adorn themselves with their kill. So for this one... This is all purity seals. What about this leg? No purity seals. Interesting. We're going to do plain then. I think that's probably the best look. And then you want to do... Okay, so first company. Can we do it? I don't think we can do it. Because I think it's a specific leg. Oh no, it's a specific leg. Dude, that's shitty. And it's specific to the champion. What the fuck, bro? Is it just on assault? It is, bro. Brother, come on. That's so silly. I feel like these three that we have for assault are already like the peak assaults. We're just gonna have to fucking make it work, dude. We're just gonna have to fucking make it work with what we got. So... Gonna do a little bit of ornamentation here. Right leg. Do we have the first squadron marking? We do. We at least have that. That's good. Huh. We can't accurately represent ourselves as first company. Technically, the only thing you could accurately represent yourself as is 10th company. A novice company. Unless... No, I'm not even gonna entertain that idea of being like a captain or something. Oh yeah, the trailer was fantastic. The 11th edition trailer, that was great. One thing I want to change is our other glove here. do like that. Nothing wrong with a few buttons on your wrist plate. Okay. This is a pretty damn good White Scar Vanguard. Damn, Saint Manatera is freaking crazy. If you did a 2-hour-long breakdown of that. Looking at our different Omni Scramblers here. Never been a fan of the random antenna. I always wish I could just hide it, but I understand why it's there. It's part of the war gear. You know what, we'll do 2, because everything else on our gear appears in 2s. Our little knots here, our knots here, and then we'll do 2 antenna. Chaos is the true religion. Well, we found the word bearer in the chat. We found the word bearer. He's right there, guys. You better watch out for him. Okay. That's good. Alright, so we've got our first Vanguard. So we want to do a Raven Guard and a Death Company Blood Angel. So for Death Company... Oh, we also want to do a Space Wolf, though. Oh, so many that we could do. We'll do a Raven Guard Sniper, and we'll do a Death Company and a Space Wolf for the Vanguard. Hey, good evening, Scroto. What's up? What do you think of what are those emotes? Who is that from? Oh, from Hazeman. Cool. I was like, what the fuck is that? What's your opinion on homebrew chapters? What? Disgusting. Dude, White Scars are so fucking cool. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Dude, I'm gonna get a freaking White Scar army now just to fucking spite you. Just to fucking spite you, dude. I think homebrew chapters are cool, Azrael. I think the reason why they do like the 2 legions have never been fully explored, the 2 lost legions, is so that you can kind of create your own homebrew chapters. Plus, it's set up in a way where there's so many freaking successor chapters in the setting that there might be chapters out there that aren't accounted for by the Imperium. They're just out there doing their own thing. Especially since the fucking, setting is split directly in half. So that's entirely possible. But yeah. Iron Hands have more love than White Scars? No way, dude. The Iron Hands have crumbs. At least the White Scars have a presence in the Horus Heresy. This is going to be our Space Wolf. So we'll go ahead and start setting that up. And their champion looks like this. And it's honestly pretty good. It's honestly pretty good. This is not bad on its own. Scroda, I was talking to Inquisitor, my main mod over on the YouTube side about this. The Iron Hands have like one good book, dude. maybe 2, I guess, if you count the Drop Site Massacre for the Horus Heresy. But I don't know if you can classify that completely as an Iron Hands book. Just them getting their fucking shit pushed in, dude. It's so funny. So we're doing Space Wolf here. I think I do want to use the Wolfy head. The wolf head, wolf shoulder. Because you gotta use them, right? When you're doing the Space Wolves. There we go. Let's swap this right now to this. The Iron Hands, the one thing they got going for them is a really cool theme. Like, they are the the AdMech of the Space Marines. It's a very, very cool theme. We'll definitely do the champion chess piece since we're able to use it. Champion back. Should we do the legs too? Honestly, just all of it, so that we look as freaking Space Wolf as possible. Yep, there it is. Let's see what the gloves look like. Yeah, I mean, we're basically just making the Space Wolf champion at this point. So the only thing we could reasonably change might be like the helmet and the shoulders, maybe, because the rest of this gear does look legit. It does look cool. And then this is their. I don't like that, but that's just a personal preference thing. I just don't like the Omni Scrambler in general. And then this is just capes. Yeah, it's just capes. Let me look at the Space Wolves Heraldry again. So for the champion, if they've got, if it's black on gold, what unit is this? What unit is this trying to represent? Oh, you know what? Is it the kill team? Is it the Wolf Scouts? That's exactly what it is. It's the Wolf Scouts, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it looks like. But if it's the Wolf Scouts, I don't think you would have, like, this helmet. You'd probably have no helmet. This would be off. So it would just be this. Or we could do the regular no helm. Ooh, or do a face covering. I do like this. I've always liked this setup. What other shoulder options do we have here? So Wolfguard. We kind of already have a Wolfguard assault, actually. But yeah, I see the if the Wolfguard are just the Sternguard vets and they're the elite of the elite, then that makes sense for the color scheme. Hold on, let's see this. So what's the other shoulder pad option that we have here? So it's this. And then this. So we could do this. It honestly looks pretty unique. Hey, good night, Oval. Hope you have a great evening. I feel like if we don't use the champion helmet, we're just not going to end up using it at all. Which is fine. And then the other one would be the Wolf Guard, right? The Wolf Guard would probably look really cool with the shoulder pad. So if we did a Wolf Guard, so like let's say we did this, and then let's go with the black color that it wants us to put for this. Just get rid of that. Black and gold. So this needs to be get rid of the brass. Get rid of this. And then you do... Hey, what's up, Froggy? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know how long I'm on for, Froggy. I need to charge my headset. It's getting dangerously low on batteries. Ignore the typo one. Oh god, Skirta, what do you... Saw a Bulwark rocking the wolf shoulder and the new helmet, and it looks pretty damn sick. It makes sense, because you could do like a Thunderhammer with that setup. But I don't want to spam Space Wolves. Like, I'm going to do a couple of Space Wolves, and probably just the Assault on the Vanguard, and that's it. Because I'm trying to do a good variety. I'll show you what I've come up with after I do this one, because we're almost done with Vanguard. We just got 2 more to go. So this is good. We just gotta change the helmet. I'm thinking I'm gonna I'm just gonna go in and buy this. Where is it? Because I don't really care about my accolades at this point. I kind of have everything that I want. Prioritize fashion. I don't care what First Tour Guardsman says. Prioritize fashion, always. Prioritize the drip. Oh, that looks fucking cool. That looks fucking good, dude. Okay, yep. I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we did this, guys. This is good, actually. Okay. I think they used Nuln Oil for the shoulders, for the color. Because it's not as shiny. Hey, Dark Realm, welcome to Twitch. Oh, you know what? They could use Eshin Gray too. Or Steel? It's irrelevant. It's black. It's basically black. Haas, I'm basically, don't listen to that drip thief, First Door Guardsman. I'm basically just setting up my builds with my loadouts. Let me do my final Vanguard loadout, and then I will show you guys what I have set up. For this, are there any Vanguard guns with actual, like, different skins? Oh, you could use the Instigator Bolt Carbine on Vanguard? What? I forgot about this. Well, this is actually going to work out really well with, that. And yeah, we'll just use the... What skin is on the Power Axe? I was about to say. Okay, that's good. Dude, this could actually be a lot of damage with this. Yeah, I'm not normally a Space Wolf fan either. This knife actually probably goes well with what we're about to do. Okay, so this is actually going to be very cool, very exciting. Because I really like the idea behind a Death Company. So delete all rules. Go with the black. We're going with a Death Company Blood Angel. And it is going to be sexy. So they still have a Liberator Gold Aquila, but everything else is basically black. And I think that the Vanguard helmet actually works really well with the Death Company Blood Angel. And then we're going to put skulls everywhere. Yeah, Death Company is always sexy. I don't think we have much Blood Angel stuff that we could put on here. So for now, let's just get the Phobos gear on there. Oh, that would be cool, wouldn't it? The Veteran Shroud. You do have this. You do have Balls Armor. We'll see what we could do with that. Oh, no, you have to... So the issue... Well, we could do that. And then on the right shoulder... we could do... Oh, that's creative. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so... let's get our Aquila. This is going to be pretty bare, and so is this. And then this on the back is just going to be pretty bare, unless there's a Blood Angels thing, but I don't think there is. And then just checking this. Yeah, nothing here really. Okay. So what we could do is we can go ahead and pop an X here for the decal. Why is all this stuff locked? Oh, ordeals. Okay. I was like, what? Lamenters, rip. Rip and pepperonis. Am I crazy? Where's our X? Is it only available on the other side? Am I fucking insane? Yes, we are playing Drip Marine right now. Zalamir. It's only on the other side. Well, that's kind of a fucking shame. That's kind of annoying. So then for this, it's just the, not Blood Ravens, Blood Angels icon. And then for the other side, it would just be the Deathwatch icon. Oh, yep, look at all these. Yep, there they are. Where's our X? I know it's here. I've done this before. Here it is. Death Company. Oh, Deathwatch, Jesus. Okay. Drip cucked once again, exactly. To be fair, this is more realistic because it's always on the right pauldron. So it makes sense. Like, it's okay. And then for this... There's another Death Company one here. It's the 5th squad marking, basically. Actually, I think there's a more accurate Death Company one. Let me make sure I review this. Oh. No, I think this is it. I think this is it. It's just this X. And then you make it red. There you go. The background. I could have sworn there was a thinner X that you could do. Maybe I'm crazy. You got the 5th squad marking. No, that looks to be it. Okay. So you get your X here, you got your X here. We have our Aquila. It is Liberator Gold. Everything else is relatively unadorned. Is there a leg with like some grenades on it or something? No, there isn't. Okay, that's fine. And then pop some, you know, if we can, pop some, like, purity seals in this bad boy, you know? He's Death Company, he's gonna die anyways, so you may as well put some seals on him. There we go. Some light ornamentation. There it is. Very simple boy, but the color scheme, you know, red, black, always phenomenal. Always really cool. And I love the Vanguard helmet skull motif. Okay. Could I do anything with this back? Oh yeah, we could. We could just use this. I feel like this kind of goes with it a little bit. Oh, oh! Look at that! Look at that little teardrop of blood there. That kind of goes with it too. I like this. The one thing I hate about this is that small ultramarine seal there. That small little ultramarine symbol. Not noticeable when you're looking at it from like out here maybe, and like in game. But I know it's there, you know, I'll always know it's there. And it makes me barf. And I can't sleep at night. But, you know, this is sometimes we gotta make sacrifices. We're just gonna say that this is we got this from the Ultramarines when we helped them when we were trying to get ourselves killed in this Tyranid swarm. Give them the Spaceful Servo Skull. We could. I just like I think it looks out of place, to be honest. Even just the regular Omnis Scrambler kind of looks out of place. It looks so weird. I'd rather just do the antenna. Now for red weapons. Yeah, they do have red weapons. So Instigator Bolt Carbine, Mephiston Red. We've already got the Honorary Bolt Pistol. And then you can't get a red knife. Fucking White Scar knife, of course. You can't get a red knife, but you can get the blood on this one, which is good enough. All right, we got ourselves a boy. We're set up. I like it, dude. I'm content. This man is insane. He sees things that are not there. Gosh. Okay, my headphones are about to run out of battery here. It's a troublesome situation. Well, let's review everything we've done, though. Because I'm proud of what this community has helped me accomplish. So, we have our Imperial Fist Sergeant with our heavy bolter setup. We have an Iron Hand. Second Company with our double plasma setup. And then we, of course, have a Salamander Tactical with the Fourth Company with our Pyreblaster. Then heading over to Assault, we've got our Space Wolf with our Thunderhammer set up here. Then we have a very simple Sanguinary Guard with our Encarmine Power Axe. And then we have our Raven Guard with our Chainsword setup. Oh, hey, what's up, Betero? Yeah, I'm glad to be back, dude. I'm really glad to be back. It's a long 2 months. Then for Vanguard, this is probably my favorite one. Our White Scars Vanguard. And then we have a Space Wolf, Wolf Guard, and Carmine Axe with a more melee setup. And then we have our Death Company Blood Angel. Very good looking boys. Very, very sexy. I like them. Dude, we still have 4 more classes. That's insane. That is insane. 4 more duders to get through. And it's gonna start getting crazy because almost every bulwark is like ornamented out to the fucking teeth. Because almost every bulwark has been in their respective chapter forever. Because they're all blade guards. The snipers... typically not a lot of You're either looking at Eliminators or Novices for inspiration, or some characters like Cyrus from the Blood Angels, or Blood Ravens, rather. Heavy, also kind of crazy because they have tons of ornamentation usually. And then Tech Brain, you could do a lot, but we don't have a lot of options for armor pieces. Obviously, one of them is going to be Iron Hands, so. But that's going to be it tonight, guys. I need to get some sleep. Make Captain Acheran. Oh, I could. I actually could. That's a good idea, Julian. But yeah, my headphones are running low on power. And I need to wake up early tomorrow to work on videos, and then I'm going to try to stream probably in the afternoon. Yeah, thinking of streaming tomorrow afternoon. Probably gonna do Darktide tomorrow, guys, just because I feel like playing some Darktide. So I will see you there. Make sure you bring your Skitarii conspiracy theory hats with you. Even though we kind of already know everything that's going to be in the Skitarii kits. But yeah, you guys have a great evening. Shovel, you just arrived as we're closing up. But we just got done doing some Jerk Marine 2. I think this was a great stream. This is like a great ASMR stream. Because all we did was talk chapter heraldry, go through our various classes here, and listen to some relaxing Destiny music. But alright, you guys have a great evening. As always, the Emperor protects.